Hello and welcome back to another part of I Got Bored. I think this is part 5. I'm Gringjoel of the Evil Genius Facebook, Evil Genius 2 Facebook group, and the Evil Forum on YouTube. Now let's get back to where we were. Yesterday it was a bit of a talky video, but we did get some process where we did capture a maid and we advanced to Objective 2. Now Objective 2, ooh, yes, hide, hide. Yes, for all those that don't know, we have now activated the world coming to find us and kill us. Not a good idea. And I've also discovered that my actual there's a lot of there's a lot of things to discuss. Essentially, we now have tourists. Yes, the most annoying thing on this game, tourists, followed by these agents. Now, there are plenty of types of agents. This type of agent is a burglar. She's an exceptional patriot burglar, so I wouldn't think about trying to mess around with her. The ranks go from exceptional down to pathetic, I think. But and we'll talk about that another time when I've actually done my research and such. I've also discovered that the base is not that secure at all. I did try record this a while ago, and yeah, you know exactly what happened. This room here got blown up. What I well, what's these get terrified of? Trapped. Oh, okay. Oh, they're advancing into the base, so go kill them. Yes. Kill them. Kill her. Go on, kill her. Right. I've built this corridor, and we now have some rooms that the minions can benefit from, such as the staff room, which has items that that regenerate their attention span and their loyalty and so. Well, not necessarily loyalty, but and there are plenty of different activities they can do in there once you've researched them all. We oh oh no. This demonstrates exactly what I was wanting to show later on in the video. We have an inner sanctum. Inner sanctums are basically where the evil genius can be and remain safe. There are plenty of ways to build your inner sanctum because there isn't actually that much you need in there. For this objective, you do need this item, which is the conference table, and the impressive desk is always good for the evil genius's morale. Basically, you can sit there and plot away. I will go on to explain these security cameras at the end of the video because they are quite important. But I'm going to get back onto. Oh, we've got a. I get easily distracted. Right, I'll go back to here. I'll set that to that. Um, we've created here a staff room. The next thing that's also come available to us is the mess hall. The mess hall has to be slightly larger than the staff room at this moment in time because we require this piece of equipment. This piece of equipment is the counter and the mess hall counter. The counter and the mess hall counter are exactly the same, but one's got an added feature which we'll show later on in this objective. I'm only going to use that one for now because I don't see the need for anything for the other one. Or should I? In fact, I'm going to get rid of this one and put that here. Where should I put it? Where is it? It's here. Right, I'm going to put this here so we can utilize both the types of counters, because you do need a space in between to use them. The minions will come in here and work on these counters, and they serve food to the minions so they can replenish their smarts, attention. What are they? We've got endurance. That's mostly for endurance. Laggy. Why is it lagging? I don't know. The final room we're going to put in here for now is the archives. Don't want it that big. The archives is used for your science minions, and they're basically there to replenish their smarts and such. Yeah, let's put that there, that's fine. Right, you do need a loudspeaker. I'll just go on to explain the security system now, seeing as I don't think we're in any imminent danger. No. Right, the security system, we have a security desk here, which is labelled 1. What we can do is we can set up these security cameras, which I'm going to do now, and these security speakers placed here. Basically, what these security cameras do is if we have a tagged enemy and they come within the vicinity of the camera, what will happen is the security desk will see this, he will send out a tannoy announcement, and minions will go running to the armory, pick up guns, and they shall absolutely decimate those that are tagged. They don't have to go pick up the guns. Sometimes they go and pick up sort of they don't pick up anything. What am I doing? I'm trying to think of what next to say. Right. You've just noticed that our power's gone out. We do need a power plant. Power plants are a pain in the backside, in my opinion, because if you have ever played this game before, there are ways for the agents from the opposing side to come and completely and utterly decimate your power systems. But if you build your room 4 spaces long, 4 spaces in length, is length or is that depth? In depth, we'll say, right? Your power generators are 3 in depth. If we place them along here, our science minions, who will put capacitator there, our science minions can get to them. However, if you've got your, what I used to do was when I was younger, I used to basically delete this section of room and basically have the entrance there. If you do that, agents can come through the room and they can destroy from underneath, and they can destroy everything, because your minions have got to be able to touch everything within a room so that agents cannot burrow underneath. If they cannot touch everything within a room, the agents can burrow underneath and decimate everything you've got in there. So that is why, instead of just using this, I've built a door to the safe room, because this, with the door there, it means that in theory that the minions can go to this gold and they can protect it. So therefore, even if every tile's full of gold bars, the agents cannot come underneath. So that's just a quick tip that you might need, that you might want to recognise, because it can be quite frustrating. I will admit, it's happened to so many times to me. I don't want. Right. The next protocol is a training room. For all those that haven't got this far in the game or are just now watching the game for fun, the training room allows us to advance our construction workers into their next stages. Like I said in previous videos, there are 3 different types of minions. There are the social minions, which are purple, the first of which is a valet. We've got 37 minions at the moment, so what I tend to like to do is I like to have let's go. We'll go with 8 of each at the moment. Unfortunately, we haven't unlocked the other two, which is a science path, which is this one is a technician, and the military path, which this one is a guard. I like to try and keep them equal, but when you get towards the latter stages of the game, there are so many different types of jobs that are available to our construction workers. They've got to work through them, but there are so many jobs that you might only have 5 of these, or you might decide you want 10 of these, 5 of these, 5 of these, and then you've only got 10 construction workers. So there are so many ways you can set everything up. It can be quite frustrating if you have too few of these and they die, and you've got to re-go capture someone and train them up, so then it takes a while to recuperate. It can take up to an hour to recuperate what you once had. But anyway, at the moment we've only got the basics available to us. We've got the punch bag, the laboratory worktop, basically what I work on at university, because I am a chemist by trade. Yes, and we also have the mouse maze. The mouse maze is a pretty good invention in this game. Basically what it allows us to do is it allows us to have this in here, and it keeps our minions attention span up. It's pretty good. I think it's attention span. It might be smarts, but it's a relatively good thing to have around. As we can see, our minions are busy just playing around, and we've right. You can Sorry guys, I'm a bit confused as to what's going on because I haven't been in here. Another thing is you've got to be constantly vigilant of what's cracking off in here. As we can see, we've opened up some new missions: capture a guard and capture a technician. However, if you have your minions plotting these worlds, there are easier missions to come up, which is pretty good to have, because obviously because if you're going to have easier missions to capture your later stages, it means you have to waste less resources. To start plotting, I should have really plotted before, but I couldn't be asked to keep my computer on. So I'm going to send Lord Kane, who has an exceptional ability to plot. I'm going to send him out into the world, send him along here just basically for 5 minutes a piece, and to just get him to plot. And hopefully some more missions will come up. We're reaching 15 minutes, Jesus. I didn't realise we were that far in. Anyway. Oh no, I thought they were bad guys. No. Oh, we've got some bad guys here. These are from the Saber, I believe. No, they're from Patriot. What do we have? We have a pathetic Patriot burglar. Not much to worry about there, guys. Don't worry about pathetic ones. We've got here a smash burglar, pathetic smash burglar. That's another thing I'll explain. These 5 territories, they go in levels of, how do you say it? Strengths. Smash is the poorest strength. Their minions are not as good as that of Anvil, whose aren't as good as that of Hammer, who aren't as good as that of Saber, and who aren't as good as that of Patriot. Now that it makes sense, because at this time, obviously Saber, and this was set in the 1970s, I believe, and obviously Saber and Patriot were allies against the Russians, I believe, in the Cold War, but obviously that has no bearing on how the strength of their soldiers are. It just puts into perspective like why Cuba is part of the Hammer and not part of like Smash or anything. Obviously Antarctica, I think they just couldn't think of anywhere to put Antarctica compared to like South Africa, which makes sense. It was once a British colony. Australia, once a British colony. India, British colony at one point, and Europe, which obviously at this time was was beginning to become united, apart from West Germany. This Eastern Bloc here will become, I think it will become part of Europe in the 1990s. So yeah, if I'm wrong, just comment and just let me know, because oh, that's all right. Have we got a no? No, we don't, and it's no use at the moment anyway, because we've not got any power. Hopefully, our minions will begin bringing these, so we can get some power. They're worth 15. So we've got a base power of 20. So I've got what 75 watts of power there. So it'll go up to 95. Should be all right for now. Par that. Yes, let's get forging ahead done. Brewster Dingo McCraw is a master forger currently languishing in prison. Okay. I like these like sort of text quest texts or infamy acts of infamy texts. They're pretty fun to read actually, some of them. Fisher business. Stolen secret documents reveal that Anvil is impending a new round at the clock offshore patrol system using a disguised junks filled with the latest electronic detections. So obviously most of these sort of missions are to do with us sort of meddling with all of the 5 different types of colonies, and basically trying to make them fight each other, even though they really know it's us, but they can't prove it's us. So it kind of comes into a deadlock. So I'm hoping, before I want to show something before I end the video. Yeah, the power's coming back on. That's good. Should be coming on soon. And we've got a camera here. I'm hoping that this geezer here. Ah, we do. Right, let's tag him. Right, if you didn't hear that, it's the woman who speaks over everything, the Tannoy woman, says there's a hostile presence detected in base, which is that basically the Tannoy telling everyone that there is a hostile presence, and they know exactly where to run to, and they know exactly where to go kick the agent's arse, go kick the fuck out of them. But yeah, one final little point. Valets are pretty good. They can act like construction workers. They can construct your furniture, but they cannot actually construct anything. They're not like normal construction workers in that sense, and they are the only ones who can use fire extinguishers. Yes, they can use fire extinguishers, which is pretty important, especially when you've later in the game when you've got soldiers who come and literally try to decimate your base just by fighting their way through. So if you've got valets that can use fire extinguisher lockers on hands, and the fighting's not going on anymore, it quickly allows you to quell the situation without much problem. I'd like to thank you all for watching again, guys. My name's Gringjoel. Nick, if you've seen me on the Evil Genius 2 posting, because I didn't realise that I wasn't on the acting as an Evil Genius 2 mod. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This is another episode of I Got Bored. I won't be able to post one until probably the week after this, because this week's quite busy. I'll let you know if I get time for one. I'll post it on Facebook. Alright, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you watching, and I'm signing out.